Okay, I think I at least partly got it to work. I'm gonna go with the assumption that this thing is finally gonna start working properly. Oh man, I probably shouldn't be facing the sun as I'm doing this, but like I want you guys to see what I look like and stuff. The video is skipping over, guys. I'm sorry. I'll do a reshoot later. Maybe make this a blooper video. But anyway, what's going on, guys? It is IceLikeCooper88, also known as Steve. I know you guys have not heard from me in a couple of months. You're probably like, Steve, what's happened? What's been going on? A busy 3-4 months, as I told you guys before the last time, not just on my gaming channel, but on this channel. I've been pretty much dealing with the moving into the apartment, all of that stuff. So I've predominantly just been so exhausted from work and been so exhausted from just moving stuff around stuff that I don't even want to get into it. At least not that much. But just know, guys, that I've just been very, very busy. I'm actually 4 months behind or so on my unboxings, on getting stuff around. The good news is, guys, I'm going to be transferred at my workplace. My workplace transfer finally went is September the 29th, just in case I don't get to post these right away, is when I'm going to be done at the store I'm working at, and the new store that they're transferring me to is going to be like not the apartment. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. I'm a little bit nervous, as is always the case when you transfer to different places and you meet new people, but I have a very good feeling. But I'm more concerned with the fact that I'm going to take my 2 weeks vacation, which I rightfully feel like I deserve, especially in the last month or two. But that's beside the point, guys. You guys are here for unboxings. You're not here to listen to me rant and rave and ramble on. So with that, guys, I think I'm going to get with the unboxings. Like I said, I'm 3-4 months behind. I don't even remember what's what, so we're just gonna dive into this. Um, so the first one, I have 3 bento boxes. The last 3 that I will probably be doing at least consistently month to month. That was one of the first things I pretty much cut back because I've got all these comics and all these Kickstarter books and whatnot coming. And I figure Funko usually does, not Funko, but Comic Bento, I mean. Funko, Comic Bento, whichever. Sorry, my all the way there. As I said, but they do usually a Black Friday sale or so, so hopefully I'll be able to get some of the previous boxes that are coming after these 3. More than likely not, they'll probably be sold out. I'm okay with that. I love Comic Bento's selection, but pull these out. I don't even know if I've done a video for these or not. I don't think I have. And what is this theme? This theme is called Don't Get Mad, Get Even, which is the concept. Now, I've probably already done a video on this. If I have, sorry, as I said, I'm 3-4 months behind, so I don't know what I've done and what I haven't yet. So I'm just gonna roll through these. The first one up is Death of X, which is essentially the collision course of the Inhumans and the X-Men. Most people have said that this Most people have said that this book is not the greatest, but that it's also it's Inhumans versus X-Men. Like that's pretty much the general consensus. Like I don't have really an opinion on it. Like I said, I've been so far behind trying to keep up with everything. But next one up is from Image. It's called The Sword, which very weird concept. Like apparently it's about a young college student who pretty much has three strangers looking for a powerful sword that's in her possession, and that during the search they brutally murder her family and pretty much destroy her entire life as revenge. And apparently this is called Fire, which is the first arc in an entire series based around this concept. The second one is from Zenoscope, and this is called Death Force, The Fires of Vengeance. And it says Rick Murphy was a regular guy who was starting a new family and a new career as a Philadelphia police officer, but when the rookie cop stumbles upon the wrong case, it triggers a horrific tragedy and his life crumbles around him. Devastated and broken, he's given a chance to seek revenge on those who have destroyed his life. Now, with a dark and mysterious power at his fingertips, Rick can seek the vengeance he thirsts for. But will the darkness eventually be too much for him to control? Huh. I'm actually kind of intrigued by this one. This one I'm probably going to give away. Not that I don't like the character, it's just not a real big fan of her entire character arc. But Patricia Briggs, Mercy Thompson, Hopcross Jilly. It's an all-new story, and it's from Dynamite. And it is the supernatural romance series Mercy Thompson continues in this all-new, all-original story. Exclusively created for the comic medium and Dynamite. Huh. So that's actually kind of cool. This is an exclusive story that Patricia Briggs did just in comic. Going to be released as part of her novel series. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I dig that. And put that one. I may just read these afterwards. Yeah, I'm doing these all in one go, by the way. Like I said, I'm doing all these in one go. Figure I can cut down on. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Hey, there's one. I'm just gonna throw them on the floor. Okay, second box. Let's see what we got here. Whoa, I almost made that mistake. Sorry, guys. Hopefully that didn't flash on screen. Oh. CNN address. Why do I have a feeling that I've probably already been through this? Probably so. Let's see if there's... Oh, there is a tag. Hang on. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Okay. So the second one is called Mixtape Volume 2, Mixtape Harder. Okay, that's clever. This was released probably right around the time of Guardians 2. So let's get into this. Okay, Road to Riverdale. So apparently this is supposed to set up for the Riverdale TV show, which is on Netflix, by the way, and I may watch an episode or two of it, but I'm not big on those CW teen dramas. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll kind of see. I mean, I'll read through that and see what it is, because supposedly it has a lot of like the rebooted Archie comics in there, so I'm intrigued to read those. Definitely am looking forward to reading, which is Zenoscope's Grim Tales of Terror. It's an anthology of like horror stories done as a homage to the old like EC comics of the 50s and 60s. Trying to... There we go. Okay, you'll at least get like a shot. You guys can always like screenshot that or like pause the video so that way the glare from the window doesn't catch everything. Yet again, Valiant is always winning. As a comic writer, I think Valiant is one of the places that I would love to work at, or at least like do some writing for their characters and whatnot. But this is called Valiant Zeros and Origins, which is basically all of the number ones or prequels that rebooted the modern day Valiant universe. So I'm kind of excited to read this because I like that they're doing number ones and all different kinds of for a lot of these characters that I haven't read yet. So characters like Harbinger and Exo Manowar and Ninja and Bloodshot, Archer and Armstrong, the Eternal Warrior or Immortal Warrior. Yeah, the Eternal Warrior. What was it? Oh, what was the other? There's of course Faith, Shadow Man, Dr. Mirage. I can't think of their goofy duo's name. Exo Manowar, Harbinger, Archer and Armstrong, Shadow Man, Punk, Mambo. Okay, Quantum and Woody. There we go. That's who else I was trying to think of. Unity, etc. Yeah, I'm mad that I forgot that. Quantum and Woody. It's like I blanked out for a second. So, got that. Probably my favorite thing that has me intrigued is from Mike Mignola, and it's sad because if I went to Baltimore Comic-Con, this year, which this is the last day today of the convention, I would have loved to have had Mike Mignola sign this, and I hope maybe him to sign it if I ever get the chance to actually meet him. But Hellboy Weird Tales, which it's basically kind of it's actually a collaborational piece, guys. All of these are not done necessarily by Mignola. Some of these have writers and artists taking a crack at Hellboy, which I like that. I kind of like that. Mike Mignola let people like, okay, let's see what stories people Hellboy within the universe that, etc. so forth. I don't know. I'm fanboying out, but that's all for boxing. We got one more, guys. Just whoa. So necessary. Sorry guys, that was necessary because I don't want to flash my address in the video. That would be... It's always the case with these things. And one I haven't even opened is actually the very last box, which is called Girl Power. So let's... I got anything to cut this We'll do it this way. Okay, so this is called Girl Power, and this is the very last comic Bento box, guys. So, like, this is the last one that I will not do on the channel, but decide to buy, like, other boxes during, like, Black Friday, a month or two down the road, if I'm able to, that you guys will ever see, like, from the frequent basis. So, with that, guys, let's get into the first one. First one is a Comic Bento exclusive, and it says, Damsels in Excess. Which, I was actually there when it was a nominee for the Harvey Awards. It was cool. 5 realms, 5 princesses, 0 men. In the land of 5 realms, the existence of men has long since been removed from the hearts and minds of women. Princess Bethany, ruler of Evanfar, the largest and most prominent kingdom, finds herself at the center of a vast conspiracy that could not only threaten her kingdom, but also her life. The journey to a place where magic is abundant, unicorns and ferrets can command armies, and 5 women struggle to find balance and power in an ever-changing fairy tale world. Okay, just because that sounds messed up but funny. Second one is Mark Waid's run on the Champions. So this will be kind of interesting, especially since this is from the fallout of Civil War II, and since Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, takes Amadeus Cho, young Cyclops, not old Cyclops, but young Cyclops, Vision's daughter, Miles Morales, and sister, and pretty much form a new superhero group that aren't the Avengers. That'll be an interesting read. Okay, from Dynamite, it is L.A. Banks' Vampire Huntress, Volume 1, Dawn and Darkness. Okay, so I guess this is a book about angels trying to fight the Antichrist. Okay. I'm down for that. I am down for that. Might be worth a read. Okay, Grimm's Fairy Tales presents Wonderland Clash of Queens. Until now, the 4 queens of Wonderland have coexisted, ruling the corners of Wonderland without challenge, but when the Ebony Blade, a weapon forged by death itself, descends on their realm, they all will be drawn into conflict that purges Wonderland into an age of darkness. Vying for control of the blade, each queen schemes with an army at her disposal, but a wild card named Trickster has her own plan, setting in motion a series of events that will culminate in an all-out war. Okay, that's... color me intrigued on that, because I've... well... and the last one... from the brilliant imagination of video game entrepreneur American McGee comes a dazzling reimagining of Little Red Riding Hood set in the wondrous world of Japanese folklore. Huh. I cannot pronounce the name, but it's called The Path of Cloak and Wolf. So this is basically like a Japanese anthology, mythology version of Little Red Riding Hood. instantly you have my attention. I can't wait to read that. So, okay, guys, that is the final comic bento box that I have last gotten. Any others that I put on the channel are going to be if I get on a Black Friday sale or if I happen to buy it offhand. But more than likely, this may possibly be the very last comic bento unboxing that I do. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I hope that you enjoyed going through these boxes. And now, guys, we get on to the unboxings for Marvel Collector Corps and Legion of Collectors, which are still going, despite me saying I may get rid of them. So they're still going, but may not be for much longer. It depends. So take that with a grain of salt, guys. But anyway, I'll get to those unboxings separately, and I will see you guys in the next one. Uh-oh.